belts.
Because, I feel like maybe Darkest Patriot earned his way into the finals with his team by bribing the athletic commission. That's why the belt's named after him.
Speaking of the athletic commission there, Monster, we've come to our attention tonight as Ron Owens here at the matches. Bit of an oversight. The Darkest Patriot six-man tag team landmine deathmatch championship belt has been vacant since February 25, 2023. Don't know how that one got past the boys at the tower, but it has.
Vacant, that is unbelievable, Owens. And as I'm sure all of you fight fans at home know, if a belt remains undefended or unclaimed for up to a year, it can be recycled for its value in gold or whatever.
It's bare metals. We're not investing in Santo gold here yet, but we could be.
We could be, and if we did, then this would be an even bigger tragedy not to have Darkest Patriot six-man tag landmine deathmatch belt defended, or possibly won. I guess won first. You got to win it before you defend it.
Indeed.
Here on the Superstation.
And speaking of the Superstation, Monster, I've heard some tale told that perhaps we might see a bit of a tournament tonight to determine our inaugural champions.
You got that right, Owens, and you are not going to see action like this on any other channel but the Superstation. Only on the Superstation can you see a six-man tag tournament. Teams of specialists getting in that ring, putting their lives on the line for pride and for that belt, for that six-man tag team landmine deathmatch Darkest Patriot belt. It's sort of a burgundy. Folks, you're not going to get anything like that on, I don't know.
The internet.
Or...
You got to have cable for this one. I can't believe we're giving this away for free. I think maybe you should... Why not like and subscribe to the channel, as it were?
Yeah, why don't you like and subscribe to this channel?
Put your Hollywood money where your Hollywood mouth is at.
Mm-hmm.
If you're that
great. Don't be one of these Johnny round the blocks who just comes out, watches the wrestling,
falling off a turnip truck, talking about how tall these buildings are in the big city.
They are tall, folks.
These men are going to kill themselves tonight, Monster.
People are going to die, Owens. People are not... There's families who are going to be missing family members after tonight.
Wives won't have husbands.
They're going to die in that ring.
Husbands won't have children.
Are not going to have husbands. Yeah.
Maybe husbands won't have husbands.
Hey, it is 2019 and that kind of thing can happen. There's going to be some kids are going to wake up tomorrow and find out that their Halloween costume this Halloween is that they're going to be an orphan.
All right, let's
and also that they are really an orphan because they're because their parents have died.
All right, we want us a tournament
in the death match.
Landmine death match, yes. I think 4 teams is going to be enough. I don't.
Yeah.
It's six-man tag. Okay, tournament. Go get it.
Yes.
It being capitalized is not a typo. That's on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. The beautiful Darkest Patriot. Okay, yeah, so cool. We have four teams. This will be good. All right. We, of course, want the correct Calgary ring. We want our one and only referee, Scrappy McGowan. That's not Skippy. There he is, Skippy Granola.
There we go.
I must have downloaded a pack of referees.
Don't worry, folks.
3 count, that works. Unlimited time, I think, is smart. It's a tournament. We don't want no WrestleMania tournament buys here.
Absolutely not. We are not going to have anyone trying to skate by on a technicality. We are going to see shoulders pinned to rings tonight.
Our intern Joe is bringing up a viable point here, Monster, mentioning that if you are on Twitch.com, you can lower your bitrate down to a mere 160p. But if you want that classic Turner Superstation look, hey, why not put it on 480p and see how that turns your crank?
Hey, why not do it? You know?
Corners.
Looking at it like
barbed wire or fluorescent.
That's a tough one.
I don't
feel
think
like there's
we've
a lot of
seen barbed wire. I know we've seen fluorescent usually.
It's true, but also the ring is mostly barbed wire already, is it not?
That's a good point. It is it's landmine deathmatch.
Oh shit. Okay. Then yeah, barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Okay. Weapons. Yeah, all of them. 8 weapons. Let's go.
Just load us up.
Computer, smart as hell. Normal speed we found is good. Yeah, ropes on. Yeah, let's put the we can't make it elimination. All right, that might be interesting. Critical high. Yeah, we can leave that. All right, that should be good. All right, let's pick some teams. Yeah, computer. Oh, hello. There it is.
I'm gonna make a opening crawl for this show.
Yeah.
Not right now, obviously not right now, because right now I'm busy doing this. But I feel like the Superstation, this particular block of Superstation programming, I feel like, folks, we just need, something to get the blood flowing when we come on in there.
All right, we got the Patriot. We'll fix him in a second, but we obviously need. There we go. The darker Patriot.
Yes.
Gosh. Perfect. What a beautiful man. Let's edit the Patriot here. Because he needs to be the people's Patriot. The stupid deep lore we've developed in the short amount of time.
We do this infrequently enough that I forget about some of it, and then I come back to it.
It comes back, and it's beautiful. There's the Dark Patriot.
Yes,
he just got one half. Taking on Sting, CM Punk. Okay, we got Hanma. Hanma, I wanted it, but should we put Hanma in the other bracket so that if they meet, it would be in the final?
Yes.
All right, so let's get Hanma out of here. All right, so Sting and CM Punk. That's just dumb enough to be good.
I would throw in Matt Hardy trying to bring the belt home to AEW.
I don't think I have Matt Hardy. Let's go all the way up and see who we got here. We got Ricky Morton. All right, that's Matt Hardy, but good. All right, leave me alone. I'm being a snob.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the Iron Claw, by the way.
Oh yeah, Donnie and I are gonna go see that.
It's good.
Eventually. Well, I'm not going back to movie theaters. All right, I'm just not doing it. I've done Plane. Sure. I went to Vegas. I'm not doing movie theaters no more. I'll buy a streaming copy or whatever. That's my line. We could put Andy Kaufman on the team. Sting, CM Punk, and Andy Kaufman.
That is the dream team if ever I saw one.
All right, we got some costumes here. Oh, we got the intergender one. Yeah, that's the look.
Yeah, just in case he's gonna wrestle abroad out there.
You never know.
Okay for himself.
All right.
Hey, here's 2 right now, but they're probably gonna drop out because
we need to go to
fine
Japan.
When men,
we gotta go to.
You see, viewer, it's fine when men die. That's cool, but we do want to keep our ladies safe, and that means, unfortunately, that they probably shouldn't be competing in the death match. I cannot stress this enough. People can and probably will die tonight.
Is Hanma going to be in the Stone Cold Steve Austin special?
Oh man, I'm not sure. I'm legitimately not sure which is worse.
Oh, he's in the Austin.
I feel like, yeah. Okay, there we go.
All right. I also have another idea. Let's go back to Japan here. Where are you at? To know him is to love him. The super strong machine.
Oh yes.
Deathmatch warrior. Super strong machine. Chaz, you're great, but let's.
I'm sure you've noticed, viewers, that Super Strong Machine does have levels of strength that do appear to exceed those.
I thought we had 2 super. We could put 2 super strong machines.
Do it.
We do.
Hanma, look, he came to. I'm not even sure that Super Strong Machine is human. As I would like to point out to you viewers, you may have noticed Super Strong Machine does appear to have what I'm going to call some kind of preternatural strength, some kind of almost greater than human, if you will, levels of strength. Some of our eagle-eyed viewers have written us letters asking us, is Super Strong Machine human? And the answer is that we respect Super Strong Machine's privacy, and we couldn't tell you. No idea.
So I feel like we should throw a global trio at him. I feel like that's good. So we got Marcus Bagwell, the handsome stranger monster. As you may recall, the handsome stranger is waiting until his wedding night when he finally agrees to show his face to the woman he loves, who he is saving himself for marriage. The handsome stranger.
That is a beautiful love story, folks, especially because he could be scarred under there, but by that point they're getting hitched. So
we are the hand team because he is the handsome stranger. I love it.
Yes.
The fellow recipient of the machine moniker. I appreciate the privacy afforded to the Super Strong Machine. Yeah, it is romantic. All right.
Yeah.
AK-47, we love you, but we're going for idiots, and you're not an idiot. I mean, I think we might have to do the Freebirds in the other bracket.
Yeah, but I would maybe let the Von Erichs rest. They've been through.
Yeah, I remembered because we have the Von Erichs, we also have the Freebirds. All right, global.
Yeah, do you have Arachnaman? I forget. Was Arachnaman?
We should have Arachnaman. Well, no, we have Bad Street, which effectively is Bad Street might have Arachnaman in there. Let's check.
I was about to say, let's see if maybe Bad Street has that costume. I'm just curious.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. All right, let's change that. I mean, we could just leave Bad Street in there.
Yeah, I would do that.
Bad Street feels pretty global to me. All right. Shingo, I'm sorry, you're out of here. We need some other weirdo.
Yep. And unfortunately, folks, Arachnaman is going to be staying in Web City, USA tonight, which is where he's from.
Mikey Whipwreck is an option. I know he's Heenan's Haku. This feels like a team we would have seen. Marcus Bagwell, Handsome Stranger, Bad Street, and Haku.
Yeah.
Do we have King Haku? I think no, this isn't King Haku, but it's Colossal Connection Haku. We'll go with that.
Good enough.
That's perfect. All right. So,
some trivia for you folks. My understanding is that pretty much every wrestler who has met other wrestlers will tell you that the toughest man they've ever met is Haku.
Once bit a man's nose off in a bar fight.
He'll do that.
All right, so we got
he doesn't even care.
The Darker Patriot, the Dark Patriot, and the People's Patriot taking on Sting, CM Punk, and Andy Kaufman in round one.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the other bracket, we've got Super Strong Machine, and Tomoaki Hanma taking on.
He was really assembled.
Well, as you might remember, there was a bit of a kerfuffle back in the 80s as Big Machine, Strong Machine, Super Strong Machine, Giant Machine, Hulk Machine, Piper Machine, all just, running wild. Just a plague of masked men in the New York area.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Street Stranger and Haku taking them on. If I were to change anything, I'd say maybe we can come up with a better team than the Sting team. But
probably.
All right. Let's swap out Punk first. Let's look for like an older feller here.
I would say Bret Hart.
Okay.
I don't know why. Just Bret Hart. Why not? You know what? Do you have Crow Sting? Because this could be 90s WCW.
Oh, we probably have Crow Sting. Let's check our costumes. 2, 3. No. This is as close as we get.
Okay, that's fine. That's like in transition Crow Sting.
Yeah. Do you want to keep with the WCW and swap out Andy?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would throw in Mike Awesome to really go with that.
Ooh, okay. We got
the absolute dying gasp of World Championship Wrestling when just at the cusp of the Christ, I can't remember his name now. Vince Russo, just at the cusp of the Vince Russo era when he was just really throwing everything at the wall.
Oh, he just has one outfit. Okay.
and none of it stuck.
Got it. All right. I think we're ready for this.
I mean, can anyone truly be ready for this?
Well, Monster, it's funny you mentioned that, because in a world like this, where we have landmines, and we have death matches, and we have a 6-man championship that's just about to go on the scrap heap, who can be sure of anything? But you know who can? Our referee, Skippy Granola. Let's throw it to him here tonight in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Absolutely right, Owens. The man is essentially a living compass. You could.
Did I delete everything? Ah, crud. I beefed it. I remember who we had.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we don't do this for a long time.
It happens.
I didn't even start drinking yet, I swear.
Yet.
I have a cup of iced coffee. All right, that's all saved. That's good. All right.
Count. Yeah.
Well, let's go back to global here. Yes, computer. Bum, bum, bum. Global. All right. So I feel like Dark Patriot really should be our captain. We'll throw him in. Oh, it doesn't just stop at the bottom. It's like, why is he going so much? Where is he at? Iceman, Rip Rogers. There's Dark Patriot. All right. Who does have a title. I do like that they show those on the screen. All right. The Darker Patriot. Did we give him other... No, we didn't give him other costumes. Oh, no, you're not the People's Patriot. Get in your first costume.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to wonder now. I'm seeing double
here.
I'm seeing double.
12 Patriots. Crap, there he is. All right, 2, 3, 4. There is the People's Patriot. All right, so that's good.
Starting to wonder if perhaps
some Hollywood magic going on.
Yeah, some shenanigans. Starting to wonder if some of those times that I saw the People's Patriot, if I wasn't looking at actually the People's of the Dark Patriot, the other guy. I don't know.
I don't have it. I gotta find where I hid Stings. Gotta be in all. GWFs. He's probably just mixed in with the WWF guys, I guess.
Could be.
Samoa Joe. Where's... I see Arn Anderson. We got to be getting into...
Old double A.
All right, what's Bret Hart? We wanted Bret Hart. We'll throw him in. Bret Hart's now the captain. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's continue off from there. CM Punk, Cactus Jack. All right, so it might actually be alphabetical. Our Sting! There he is. All right, we wanted that costume. Okay, and now we want Mike Awesome. We did at least have an East. I really got to clean up these sections, but also I say that, and then we don't do it for a while. I'm like, I'll do it later. That's my cue brick. There's Mike Awesome. Okay. The Machines, right? And Hanma was the team.
The Machines.
All right.
Yeah.
So Japan. I feel like we should let Hanma lead. There's our boy. Let's give him the hot clothes, because he doesn't care really. He'll just take it.
You're not piercing that skin.
No. And I think we'll be able to have Strong Machine Blue and Super Strong Machine Red. Yes. Wonderful.
Yes.
Classic idiocy. All right, what was our last team? The Handsome Stranger. There we go.
Handsome Stranger, yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, back to North America. All right, global. Handsome Stranger, only had one outfit. Who else did we put in? Scotty Flamingo. I mean, we could. Oh, Arachnaman was one.
Yes.
Freebirds, where you at? That's right. Okay, Freebirds and Haku. Got it. Bad Street. Good. Okay. Other ECW, Heenan Family. There we go. All right. Entry finished. All right, Darkest Patriot. Yep, okay, it's good. Whew, well, I beefed it, but here we go. Take us away, Skippy Ghostnola. All right, okay, good. Whew. Hey, we can save. Yes, okay. Ha, auto is off. It should do. We're saved. All right, so now return. Oh, no, we want to watch it. Okay. A little confusing, folks, but here we go. Skippy Ghostnola calling us up. So we got the Patriot, the Dark Patriot, the People's Patriot against Bret Hart, Sting, and Mike Awesome, known as the Gladiator in Japan, Monster. Were you aware of that?
I was not aware of that. That is something. I was aware that in Virtual Pro 2, there's a guy named the Radiator, and his tights say awful on them, but that clearly is a different person.
Now, fact about Mike Awesome, also known as the Gladiator, you're right. He is what we call indie tall. Now, on the smaller circuits, he towers over everybody by at least, 6 to 8 inches. But as you can see here against the caliber of fellow professional wrestlers, he is about of average height.
And that is true, but you also got to wonder, how would he stack up if he were not in a ring full of some of the larger professional wrestlers you typically see?
The Patriot's going after Bret Hart. Monster, I'm sorry to step all over you, but a vicious assault.
Absolutely, and what I was actually going to say is the fact that these three guys, we know at least one of them has been using illegal radiation, performance-enhancing radiation.
Now, those are unfounded rumors against the Darkest Patriot. We have not confirmed it yet, Monster. Please, we don't want to get sued again.
That is true, but you got to wonder about the alleged radioactive origins of the Dark Patriot, or whichever one that guy is. The Dark Patriot, I think. And you got to wonder also, since these other two are wearing masks, perhaps they too are in some way, you never know, because these two guys are holding their own against some of the finest the sport has ever had to offer.
Dark Patriot throwing Stings to the ropes, and instead goes after Bret Hart, who is a little tied up with the Darkest Patriot.
These three attack as if they have one mind, and you are seeing that kind of unified strategy here today.
Well, once again, unsubstantiated rumor. It is theorized that the Patriot Trio here was indeed grown in a lab as some sort of hive mind experiment.
And you got to figure, that means we're talking about nature versus nurture for some reason. I'm not sure why, because while the Patriot may have been grown in a lab, Bret Hart was grown in the dungeon of Stu Hart's house. And we're going to see where the rubber meets the road here today.
Now, got a little inside dirt for you here, Monster. Now, normally I have no questions about the impartiality of our referee, Skippy Ghostnola. However, I am aware of a little bit of a connection between Bret the Hitman Hart and Skippy Ghostnola. Ref Skippy Ghostnola has spent a little time over at the Hart House in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, over the years, typically going to, pick up a family member and or see a animal relieve themselves on the front porch. So, not sure how that's going to affect his refereeing tonight. I'd like to believe he'll still call it down the line, but who can say?
It's true. There's a lot of things up in the air tonight inside that ring, and one of them was the Darker Patriot. But now he is back up.
The People's Patriot just showing Mike Awesome that his strength means nothing to him as the Dark Patriot comes in for that beautiful double-team suplex. However, speaking of double-team, Sting and Bret Hart taking it to the Darker Patriot, but he is up quick and has a front face lock on Sting.
Absolutely, and he is just working Sting over, trying to get Bret Hart to stay out of it, because once you get two of these gorillas on top of you, you got a whole batch of problems you didn't have a minute ago.
Indeed, and Mike Awesome is thrown to the outside. He is bloody.
Talk about problems.
Indeed, but, he is no stranger to that, spending plenty of times, in some death matches of his own while working abroad.
Awesome's also looking a little winded, which is out of character for a cardio machine like him. No, I'm kidding. He's kind of a windsucker, that one.
Oh, the first couple rows, they're looking like they could use some oxygen from all that wind Awesome's taking in. But look at this beautiful Awesome Bomb coming up on the Darker Patriot.
No, you got to wonder, would that have been enough if not for the fact that referee Ghostnola can only be in one place at one time and only count one pin at one time due to international wrestling regulations.
Indeed, and once again, that running awesome bomb broken up because the rope break still is in effect for some reason in the landmine death match. We gotta have some rules, Monster. We gotta have some rules.
They call that Canadian style, I believe.
Indeed, as the Dark Patriot hits a jumping pile driver on Bret Hart and on Sting on that chair, but here's another running Palisson bomb. This time, no ropes to save the People's Patriot.
Still not enough, though. The People's Patriot is, still got some fight left in him. He's got the power of the people.
Bret Hart
is getting powered. In the face.
Getting pounded. Bret Hart tried to choke out the Darker Patriot, not realizing that man is allegedly fueled by nothing but radiation. Air does nothing for his lungs, allegedly.
That is absolutely true. Rumor has it that his diaphragm is entirely cosmetic. He does not need oxygen. He is powered simply, allegedly, by the radiation that courses through what we would normally call his veins, but there's not really blood in there. It's just a sort of a radioactive goop. Not unlike you might have found in a barrel in the 80s.
Staying with a pile driver on the People's Patriot, but he has the Dark Patriot over his head. Doesn't throw him out for some reason. What a surprise.
You know, in a match like this, you don't sometimes know what's going on around you. It's just a question of always do whatever's next, and you got to figure Sting is in that mindset right now, and he better snap out of it if he wants to make it out of this ring alive.
Well, Monster, Sting has been taking on something of a darker tone lately, and, perhaps he's not quite ready yet to throw a man to a grisly fate in a barbed wire board with explosives. Maybe that would have made the difference in this match. We just won't know until it's over, as we're just hitting 13 minutes gone by.
That is entirely true, and I forget at this moment what the timer is set for, but at some point during this match, it is entirely possible that if we do not have a winner, the wrestling gods will demand a sacrifice.
Darker Patriot with another pile driver on Mike. Awesome. We got a cover by the People's Patriot on Sting, out at 2.
Not quite enough.
Sting again with that overhead press. It looked like the People's Patriot kicked him out. Might have saved the Darker Patriot a slam onto that chair, but Bret Hart right there. Mike Awesome with another powerbomb, a no count. Ref Ghostnola doesn't know which way to go.
And it is looking a lot like a car crash here in this ring tonight. The bodies are flying and flesh is flinging everywhere.
The Patriots are standing tall. You got to give them credit. You don't have to respect them, but you got to give them credit. Bret Hart down 2-9.
Not quite.
I thought
absolutely right.
I thought Sting was going to regret not breaking his partner out of that pinfall attempt, but he must have known something.
I got a feeling Sting's going to find more than enough stuff to regret inside this ring tonight, Owens. Look at the carnage that is happening already, and we're only 15 minutes into this match.
Bret Hart taunting the people and eats a pile driver on a chair by the Dark Patriot. This is not the time to be appealing to the ladies, Bret.
2 and still not quite enough. And Dark Patriot, or I forget which one the green guy is.
That is the Darker Patriot. Sting finally had enough of the rules and threw that man out into the death pit.
That is right, but as you can see, he has that preternatural healing ability where he is healing preternaturally. And here's referee Ghostnola counting it to 2.
And
that is 3.
Mike Awesome getting the win over the Darker Patriot. Perhaps Sting's throw onto that barbed wire was what really did him in. Sting is, like I said, getting a little bit darker lately as we go on. Not the bouncy surfer man we're known to love.
That is true. He's not coming out for his little stingers, doing high fives or anything like that anymore. He's mostly been sitting in his bedroom and brooding and masturbating. I'm starting to think Sting is hitting puberty, folks.
Well, we'll have to throw the Patriots in against whoever wins. This is all right. So we got Bret Hart, Sting, and Mike Awesome in the finals. All right. Tomoaki Hanma and Blue Machine and Red Machine coming up next, Monster. Interesting team coming out of Japan. Don't really know much about the Machines. They are a mystery, but we know Hanma. We love Hanma here. That man is seemingly indestructible. I cannot think of another grappler that has gone through more pain and misery and, frankly, explosions, and just, walked away smiling than Hanma.
Just completely unbelievable, but Hanma is somehow still alive. If he was alive previously, he is still alive. I don't know what we're going to call the state that he's in. It's kind of hard to really pin it down. He's I guess he's alive. He's animated. He's moving. He moves. Ambulatory. Well, speaking of ambulatory, coming up against them, we got the hand team with the handsome stranger. Perhaps tonight, be getting that title, be finding the true love of his life, who's been saving himself. Doesn't know who she is, but he has been saving himself for their wedding day. Will reveal his mask because he, reveals himself to her. Teaming up with them, we have Bad Street. Now, we had word that Arachnaman would be on this team tonight. There apparently was some sort of travel incident. I don't know if it was a plane delay or an accident or what, but Bad Street, uncharacteristically, is breaking from the Freebirds to stand in with that team. And again, odd bedfellows, we have Haku rounding out this team. I think, I don't know if he's lost. I don't know if he's just looking to get some gold, but he's here, and that is absolutely a benefit for the hand team. Perhaps we have finally found an equalizer for Tomoaki Hanma. Let's hope so. My understanding from backstage sources is that Haku was just kind of sitting in the locker room at the moment when they needed someone to be on the team, and now he is on their team. But you're absolutely right. The damn toughest man in the sport of professional wrestling, maybe the only one who could stand a chance against the cybernetic fury of Team Hanma.
Well, with that said, let's send it down the ring with good old referee Skippy Ghostnola.
Yippee.
Now, handsome stranger, you would think would be a bit out of his element. He is showing no fear on his face so far, but we see Red Machine is taking down two men like it's nothing.
That is true, and once again, you do have to wonder, Owens. You got to wonder about exactly what it is about the machines that gives them such unhuman strength. Do they indeed, as rumors allegate, do they have are they part robot? Are they cyborgs, or like did their mom do it with a robot, or like what's up?
I don't know, but I do know that the handsome stranger is feeling a lot of egg on his face as he attempted a test of strength against Tomoaki Hanma and came out on the wrong side of that as Hanma takes down Haku and Bad Street.
Now you'll notice also you heard that sound emanating from Hanma right there. That sort of rasping sound. Now you might be thinking that's him vocalizing, utilizing his vocal folds and whatnot. That is not true at all. As a matter of fact, that is Hanma stridulating the same way that a tarantula does by rubbing the sort of leathery flesh of his throat against itself. Trivia.
Oh, well, he does have the skin of a fine Corinthian set of furniture. Watch out for him, that wonderful leather. If you get a little confused, folks, by the carnage in this match, listen for the noise. That's where Hanma's at.
That's usually where he's at. And the noise is either that terrifying, grasping sound, or it is someone screaming because they're looking directly at him.
Hanma is, kind of taking a back seat here, letting the machines take the bulk of the match. And, you can't blame them. They are doing quite well in a 2-on-3 situation. Hanma just coming in, picking his spots, letting his teammates keep up the assault as he once again sends two men down with those vicious boots.
That right there is that ring generalship, that veteran presence that you see from a classic all-timer like Hanma. The man has picked his battles from day one, and he picked his way into this one.
Haku with a wild one-arm body slam on Hanma, showing just the reserves of strength he has. It's some people like to talk about the immovable force and the ungovernable object, but you know what?
Yeah.
Haku is just vicious, and Hanma doesn't know when to quit.
That is absolutely right. You can come up with all kinds of philosophical, paradoxical puzzles for Haku, and he's going to go, here's your answer, punch in the face. And then he's going to punch you in the face.
Haku will not submit. Referee Ghostnola waves it off, told Hanma, don't even bother.
That is 100% accurate. You would have better luck getting a confession out of a red concrete brick.
Speaking of red,
I
see somebody is bleeding. I think it might be strong blue or Bad Street. I can't tell. I'm trying to look a bit closer. If it's strong red, well, that's just gonna blend in with the mask. Quite ingenious in a match like this.
rather a brilliant strategy, I would agree. My guess is that it probably does come from Bad Street because I'm not entirely certain that the machines have blood, and that is a 1 count and a 1 count only.
You're right. It might be some sort of hydraulic fluid, perhaps a different shade of red, more of a bluish tinge. Blue Machine with a pin on only a 1. Bad Street, you know, he's not the biggest dog in this fight, but he is quite a technical expert.
Absolutely right, and I wouldn't want to be stuck in a doghouse with him. It would be too small and cramped. And down goes Red Machine.
Red Machine with that wonderful just jumping senton as he sends down Haku and the Stranger. Blue Machine off the ropes, then sit back and see what happens as he lets his brother, the Red Machine, take hold. Oh, there we go. Bad Street, I told you, a technical know-how, but gets hip-tossed out of that by Blue Machine.
You might as well call him the mechanic because he's looking to take these machines apart one piece at a time. And they can't hit shit. The problem with the machines in part is that their masks afford them very little in the way of peripheral vision, so they're going to whiff like that sometimes.
Handsome Stranger with a beautiful drop kick on Red Machine. That said, you know, nice sound tactical maneuvers, really not what's going to get the job done in a match like this. He's really got to start turning up the violence. As we see, I believe Blue Machine is bleeding.
Wow, that is absolutely correct. He is, and we are starting to see the ring get painted some pretty vivid colors tonight, folks. Pretty vivid colors, and you can see it all in Technicolor here on the Superstation.
In glorious 480p.
Glorious 480p, folks. You're not going to get that kind of stream quality from Yahoo. You're not going to get that kind of stream quality from mplayer.com or hearme.com or any of the VoIP solutions. You're not going to get that. No, only here. Only, look at me when I'm talking to you. Only here on the Superstation, viewer, are you going to get that. All right, so just this kind of end 1, and that is 2. And could this be off? Oh, it is not.
Well, we almost had I think we might have seen a finish on Hanma as Bad Street and the Stranger hit a double power bomb on him, but the Stranger, I don't know if you caught that, decided to flex for the ladies, perhaps looking for his true love rather than finishing the match. Bad Street having to go it alone, gets a 2-9 on Hanma.
That kind of showboating. Oh,
and there we
get you launched into the barbed wire.
The Blue Machine had enough of that pretty boy. Let's see how the ladies like him now.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know what the ladies gonna be looking to. Sorry, I just started talking and I don't know what I was gonna try to say.
It's okay. We had a double suplex by the Machines. A weird synchronous offense. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. The Blue Machine hits a pile driver on Haku. Haku elbows out of that grapple attempt. Let's look over. Red Machine throwing Bad Street down, picking up the Stranger, throwing him down. I think that boy's ready for a pin, Monster.
You gotta figure the Machines are probably thinking it's gonna be a good idea to put this whole thing to bed as soon as possible.
Red Machine into the boards. Looks like he's
into the boards.
Still holding in his hydraulic fluids.
That is true for now, Owens, but you gotta figure it's only gonna be a matter of time. Blue Machine is powering up, and Bad Street is paying the cost for it.
Haku looking to do something with the Blue Machine, trying to pull him out of the corner, but gets one right in the breadbasket. As we see Red Machine back into the boards again. The Stranger pulling him out. It looks like the fluid has popped on the Red Machine as well.
Just call this ring a CVS for all the receipts you're seeing here tonight, and that is only a 2 count.
A 3-man attack on the Red Machine. He is down. Blue Machine, though, firing away on the other team. He won't have something that silly around him. As Bad Street out into the boards. Will Stranger follow him? No, Blue Machine's pulling him back for more.
You gotta have that attitude in a match like this. You just gotta be ready to pile on the hurt and not stop until it's good and dispensed.
Hanma with a cover, but Haku just kicks him right out of there. Stranger suplexes the Red Machine. Bad Street's firing up. Hanma pulling King Haku out. I think whoever gets the next pin might have this one, Monster. You see another 3-man on the Red Machine.
That tandem offense is just brutal, especially in an environment like this. But is it going to be enough?
Interestingly, unlike the last match where we saw a lot of chair play from the Patriots, nobody is picking up the lumber in this one, Monster.
You know, it almost seems like these folks wanted to have more of an honorable fight, unlike the nefarious Patriot squad and their rule-breaking ways.
Blue Machine firing up for the crowd. He's not looking for a girlfriend. He just wants a victory. He just kicks the stranger in the back of the head. Double pins and 3. Who was it? Hanma and Bad Street had a pin cover. They were on opposite teams. We're going to have to go to the final decision from the announcer here, Monster. Just shy 17 minutes.
This one's going to be a photo finish, folks, and this is the kind of nail-biting, pulse-pounding wrestling action that you can only see here on the Superstation.
Tomoaki Hanma was covering Haku milliseconds before Bad Street had the cover on the Red Machine in 1652. We get our winners. Hanma's team is going to the finals. Will we have cybernetic champions, or will Bret Hart's team prevail?
You know they got to be feeling pretty good about this, but the biggest mountain is yet to be climbed.
Well, we saw the Patriots fall in the first round in a real nail-biter. We just saw the handsome stranger once again, failing in his quest for love and championship gold. But we got Bret Hart. We've got Sting. We've got the other guy taking on Tomoaki Hanma and the Machines. Who do you think's going to walk away with this one, Monster? I mean, I got to say, my heart is pulling for Hanma. That man's just, he's earned it.
He has earned it, and I do have to say that if he were to be the one to take that belt home, there would be a certain poetic justice in it because he wants it and then he would get it.
Well, let's see what's going to happen down the ring. Go to referees. Give me a go. Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome's our third man.
It was Mike Awesome.
So easy. And Mike Awesome. So easily forgotten.
Yeah. Bash at the Beach 96. This is not, folks. You know who the third man is. It's Mike Awesome.
Mike Awesome trying to take on both machines. Already pops open the Red Machine, but he did have a bit of a rough match before. We don't know how quickly those wounds heal.
That is true. Not a lot of time to recover between matches, and Red Machine is already starting to look a little bit more like a veteran tonight than he did when he was coming in.
Indeed, and Sting and Bret Hart not getting the better of Hanma here. You would think two veteran technical wrestlers like them would just have this guy tied up in ribbons and bows right now.
Now, he's like an eel. He's like a slippery eel of some sort, performing some kind of a slipping maneuver. So he's slippery, and you can't do that. That's his thing.
Hard to catch, but once you get hold, quite lovely and delicious with a sweet flavor.
Absolutely true, and that is that kind of flavor that you can only get here on the Superstation.
Hanma eating an inverted atomic drop by Bret Hart, just shaking it off. He's a lot tougher than he looks. I know we talk him up a lot, but still, this man cannot be undersold. As once again, we're seeing some blood from the Red Machine. Blue Machine going for a cover on Mike Awesome, only a 1. It's still too early. Sting thrown to the outside.
Oh, that's gonna sting. That is not really a play on words, but that does actually probably have to sting. It's barbed wire. It hurts.
Double powerbomb coming here by Blue Machine and Hanma on Bret Hart. Double team by the Machines on Awesome. Blue Machine is thrown out.
Oh!
He has been busted wide open, Monster. As you can see him right in front of our announce table. Mike Awesome is out. All these teams want blood tonight. They know what it's going to take to get the title. Hanma with a cover on Sting, 2 and no.
Yeah, for a while there, the front of our announce table was the hottest nightclub in Calgary.
Hanma firing up a wonderful just diving headbutt, a weird running diving headbutt on Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome does not appreciate that with a powerbomb pin. Red Machine in a submission, breaks out. Perhaps Sting and Bret Hart might need to get into a contest to see who has the better leg lock finishing maneuver tonight here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
I have a feeling we might see some action just like that. And I do have to wonder how the Machine's offense tonight is being affected by the rumors, by the unsubstantiated rumors that when one Machine gets hurt, it is the other one that feels the pain.
Hanma got out of an awesome bomb. Awesome picks up the Red Machine. Red Machine was thankfully in the ropes. That pin is not legal, just like Bret Hart's cover on the Blue Machine. These guys, Bret Hart, everyone is, except Hanma, I believe, has eaten the explosions tonight.
Tasting the fire.
Now, Bret Hart might not look like a wrestler that wears the crimson mask, so to speak. I will remind you of his infamous Intercontinental title victory against one Rowdy Roddy Piper, was just bleeding like a stuck pig monster.
You know, I think we all remember it. I think we've all talked to our therapists about the brutality that we saw that night, and we're going to have to do the same thing about the brutality that we are seeing tonight. 2, and could that be enough? Not quite.
Only
Hanma
a 2.
Not taking it home.
Hanma, I don't think, has fired up quite enough to put Bret Hart away. Sting with Hanma over his head. Where's he going to throw a monster? Keeps him in the ring. Sting does it. Bret Hart has a sledgehammer. Hanma has a family. Bret Hart has had enough.
Hanma does have a...
So some good tandem offense we're seeing here tonight with the Hart team, where one will have an opponent in a submission, the other will go for a pin, limiting who can break up these maneuvers. But it backfired as the Blue Machine hits a Northern Light suplex on Mike Awesome with Uwu on his tights for the victory.
Incredible.
Hanma takes home the gold. Just shy of 8 minutes.
Couldn't have happened to a more deserving champion.
The classic machine suplex coming through in a clutch.
Machine plex, some call it. I don't personally call it that, but you could do that if you wanted to.
I mean, why would you take off the suple in suple?
Damn it.
All right, that's good. That tournament went fast. I kind of feel like we do a longer. Maybe deathmatch tournaments just go quicker.
Well, because this one was not a
time limit
elimination. Well,
elimination match. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make it usually go faster. But you know, I feel like it's that way. It means something when we see some blood.
I think we should throw the Patriots against them. Then,
absolutely. Yeah.
And then look at our other deathmatch belt and maybe do a big deathmatch tournament.
Yes.
Because those they seem to go quick. What with all of the plunder. Hey, they did it. Great job, boys. Dance rhythmically.
Yeah.
Oh, User. Never heard of him.
User, I don't even know her.
Waka waka waka. Yeah, Hanma's growls are just none of us were expecting them, Joe, and they just happen. All right.
They just happen. They just emerge from him.
All right, so let's really quick go to belt edit. What was our? I think it was normal landmine death. Okay, so I think Brawl for It All. That's the one. No, that's Gruesome Fighting's MMA. Light Kick Memorial. There we go. And it's Landmine Deathmatch. Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Offline. Exhibition. Landmines. Title. Darkest Patriot. All right. Speaking of Darkest Patriots. Oh, we can have managers in this one. All right. Wonderful. Let's go back to global. Dark Patriot. Darker Patriot. And the People's Patriot.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me grab a snack. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do that. Oh, we can't. Damn it. We can't put a manager in. Well, that stinks. I was going to put Eddie Gilbert in for no reason. It's not like the Dark Patriot is in any way related to Eddie Gilbert, and that would be, a goofy thing to do. Let's check our settings. All the man stars away. Okay, so we did have time here. Lamps, weapon speed, Okay, we turn rope off. I think probably even that's fine. Critical high. These boys go 60, we'll give them 60. Volume up. Yeah, that should be good. Return. Always with the big garden arena. Waka waka waka. I'm sure I have seen the match between Orange Cassidy and Gentleman Jervis, Joe. I have been to a whatchamacall. Oh, what the hell. Blanking on the name. Monster will know. The promotion in Chikara. I've been to a Chikara match. Or two. Chikara was, they tried to be family-friendly wrestling, and they had silly gimmicks, and Orange Cassidy was an ant for them. The problem with Chikara was the owner, founder, main dude was really scummy. Yeah, so they shut down. During Speaking Out, which was the wrestling version of Time's Up, stuff came out about him in that regards. Also, he was just stealing money from people for years, which, you know, real cool. Like, some of it, you know, it's one of those where it's certainly not ethical. Like, well, I got you booked, so I get a cut. And you're like, okay, I suppose, you know, managers and whatnot, and, you know, entertainment is a thing, but it wasn't like 5%, 10%, 15%. It was basically he would give you that and just keep the rest. So, like, you know, somebody's making $100 and you give them a hot dog and a beer. That's shitty, you know. Pay people money. Says the guy who once worked as a sound man where, yeah, the booking agent I was working under was keeping half of my pay. And I only found out because one night the band I was working for approached me to just have me work directly for them rather than through the booking agent. And they said, so, like, what are you getting for this? And, like, bobbida, like, we pay them twice that. It's like, well, I think we're all angry now. And that's why we have unions. And to negotiated rights. Oh, I hear Tuna running. He's not coming down here, but I hear him scampering. There's a scampering cat in this house. If he comes down, Joe, I'll absolutely tell that cat hello. What else have we been up to? Yeah, we had a flood again. That's why streaming was not as active as I'd planned on this week. That was great. Had a whole bunch of water in the basement again. Got that sorted out. We think we figured out what's going on, where it's a combo of how the water is coming out of the drains / the land. Tell Tuna he owes you 5,000 pets. Will do. Well, not exactly a sump pump, because from it, they need like a certain amount of water to be functionable. So like we get a lot of water in the basement, like linear area wise, depth wise, it's not a lot. So like it's a terrible situation. Water doesn't belong in the house, just on the floor. But it's in such a way that it's just very annoying to deal with. Like I have a 2-gallon wet vac, so it's just run that, fill it, dump it in the slop sink, wash, rinse, repeat. And then I have a dehumidifier that I just turn it on full blast, continuous, suck all of the moisture out, and that does tend to help. But what we're thinking, there's 2 rooms that it feels like that's where it's coming from, because that's where like the deepest puddles are. So we have an appointment with a plumber to come in and look at chopping up the floor, putting in a drain, and then adding a mechanical pump on the drain with battery backup, and also run a line to our fuse box that like is just those pumps. So we can try and just as belt and suspenders this sumbitch as possible. I guess down the line also look into a generator backup for them. But again, that's you know, one of those, we know what to do, we just have to find the money to do it. So, hey, if you want to help me fix my basement and stop it from flooding, feel free to, you know, send your Bezos bucks good old Gorfrey's way. I'll gladly put it to fix in my basement, or if my basement's fixed, I don't know, I'll buy Tuna something nice. I'll get him a big cat tray. I'll rig up a little area in the basement. There's a place like right across from where I'm sitting. I currently have a bookshelf. I do need to get rid of that bookshelf and replace it with a better one. And I could put a little Tuna cat tree there. We could have a little Tuna nook in the basement, have a little Tuna cam on him, lure him down here with treats, you know? That could be a subscriber incentive, you know? Jeffrey builds the Tuna nook. That Tuna, he loves to hang out. He loves his places. He's a pretty good cat, just putting that out there. All right, while we are waiting for Monster, I'm going to grab some beverages. I'm going to put my burb up. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a beverage. All right, so I'm back. And I got not one, not two, but 3 beers. And a 1-liter jug. It's gonna be so gross. I'm gonna love it. Yeah, other stuff. So yeah, I did, got the water out of my basement, right? And, did a couple of, achievement huntings. The stair stepper broke. I got that replaced, so cardio souls, don't worry, coming back. Also got a little treadmill to vary up the cardio souls. You know, you gotta mix up your cardiovascular activities here, folks. You gotta do that. And treadmill's nice. I like walking on that. It feels good. Do a nice little steady speeds. New stair steppers here. It's fine. It's just a new version of the previous one. And
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. Recapping the week.
Hey.
Did some achievement hunting after dealing with the water and both Dark Souls Remastered. Oh, I also have 3 beers I'm pouring into a 1-liter mug. Did some achievement hunting in Dark Souls and in Demon Souls. Demon Souls, I still need to get the other ending. I need to invade somebody and win. And then I need to get 2 rings. To get these 2 rings, I have to kill all the Black Phantom NPCs and get pure white character tendency. And then I have to get pure black character tendency and meet Mephistopheles and do a bunch of moitas, and she gives me a ring. And then that will also trip the... You did everything, kiddo! Yeah, new game. And did you play Demon Souls?
Yeah.
So you know that, like, I like it. It's not a bad game, but much like how every, Soulzo kind of learned something, that's the one where they learned we really got to dial down New Game. Have you played New Game Plus in that? Because I'm about to finish a New Game Plus loop, and holy crap, it is ruthless. It's basically one-hit KO. And I power leveled the crap out of my character before going into it. It is, I normally can just sleepwalk my way through man-eaters. Sorry, I'm having a foam attack here. Last night, I had the damnedest time. And I got lucky because, I put on thief rings, I always do because I'm a baby. And I managed to get both of their AI to break at the same time.
Nice.
And they couldn't see me, but I could get just close enough to them to get them with the old stink fog. And luckily I had that attuned, and it was just, a matter of waiting and then letting my magic regenerate on its own. That is a thing in Demons I wish they would bring back, that you could upgrade weapons in a way that you just regen health or magic. You know, I thought that was good, but they didn't. Part of the point of New Game Plus is to beat up everything with the occasional hitch boss. Yeah, like I haven't played into, I haven't played deep enough into the new game loops of Dark Souls to get where people say Four Kings is basically unwinnable unless you are super, you know, loadout specific, and at that point also almost you're just doing Red Tear Stone. But I hear that's basically the only really bad one. This achievement hunting in Dark Souls, what I've mainly walked away with is learning how great Dark Beat is. I've never bothered with it, but let me just tell you, it's really making me rethink the Crystal Shotgun, at least in regards to making Nito just, you blink and he's gone. He hates that Dark Beat. Does not want to deal with it. It just ruins his day. And so, you know, I like it because I don't respect their AI. Speaking of AI, we got some AI action coming at you tonight. And by AI, I mean super strong machine red, super strong machine blue. Who knows who or what they are, but all human is Tomoaki Hanma. They are the Darkest Patriot Landmine Deathmatch 6-man tag team champions, defending their titles against well, the namesakes of the Belt Monster. And way back in February, this title was created, and you would have thought the Patriot team would have walked away with it. Didn't happen, wasn't meant to be, but they're challenging for the belts, and, you know, say what you will about these robotic cybernetic machines, they will not turn down a challenger. So they're putting their newly found titles on the line.
That is absolutely right. Cowardice does not compute for these machines or for Tomoaki Hanma, who I'm not even sure understands the concept.
These machines only understand 0 and 1, Monster. How could they know fear? Mm-hmm. How could they know cowardice?
How could it happen?
Simply not possible. Also, while you were gone, I realized, so we were normally doing fluorescent lamp for these. I bumped up the time. That was lower, and we had rope break off. So I figure if they're going 60 minutes, let them have 60 minutes, but I think the rest we'll leave alone. And it's fluorescent lamps again instead of the barbed wire.
Nice.
Okay. Well, with all that said, the Dark Patriot has rounded up his, some say brothers, some say partners, some say clones, allegedly. The Darker Patriot and the People's Patriot, let's let good old Skippy Granola take this match away for the Darkest Patriot 6-man landmine deathmatch title in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
And it is on once again.
The Dark Patriot eating a double powerbomb. Hanma locking in that leg lock. He is just going to defend this title.
Absolutely right. These men are going to stop at nothing
Hanma
to either get or defend that belt, depending on which one of the men we're talking about.
Hanma screaming to power himself up as he put that slam on the Darker Patriot. The People's Patriot trying to perhaps go for a Northern Lights suplex. Too early to go for a pin on a man like Hanma.
Absolutely. I'm not even sure Hanma understands the concept of defeat. I realize I already said that. No, I said cowardice. Never mind. I'm still right. And now Hanma is fighting the Dark Patriot.
Dark Patriot eating a tube. 2 more remain in that board. Another one for now for the Darker Patriot. I can't tell if he's bleeding or not with that mask.
Very important strategic decision, a mask like that. That way your opponent cannot tell if they are making any difference at all.
Hanma, meanwhile, the most brave and brazen man in this bout, wearing the traditional wrestling trunks. Nothing, not even a t-shirt to cover up his top. He is just willing to go for it all.
Hanma is here to represent the sport of pro wrestling, and he is not going to sell out. He is not going to let these fans down. He is going to come out here and wrestle his way to a victory in the middle of this horrifying death trap.
Darker Patriot and the Dark Patriot double teaming on the Red Machine, who I believe is bleeding, Monster.
It looks like the blood is beginning to flow. Again, that could be some sort of high iron hydraulic fluid of some sort. It's hard to say for sure.
Hanma trading blows with the People's Patriot in the corner as we see the Red Machine and Dark Patriot looking on. And thank you, gentlemen. Bye for the follow.
What is not hard to figure out is that Hanma is not going to give up if he can at all help it, and he has brought 2 superior competitors with him tonight to ensure that that belt remains at Casa del Hanma.
Dark Patriot with a sledgehammer. He has ill intentions with the Blue Machine, but instead, the Darker Patriot hit the double backdrop as the People's Patriot sent the exploding mats.
The people have got to be weeping tonight looking at the People's Patriot, but he is hearing the cheers of the little people maniacs, and he's hearing those. So he's getting all fired up. But is it going to be enough when you're fighting a veteran like Hanma?
For those just joining us,
obviously not, because look at that.
For those just joining us tonight, please remember the People's Patriot was the man known as the Patriot who became the People's Patriot when he joined in his Soviet brethren when he turned his back on one Tito Santana in our inaugural Tag Team Championship tournament and then decided to mock Tito, to mock America, salute the crowd after throwing him over the top rope. Ridiculous.
Just the worst. Just makes my blood boil thinking about it. No good commie like that disrespecting the flag. Who would have thought?
Not just the flag, but also sportsmanship, Monster. We're here for sportsmanship.
That is right. The spirit of competition itself. And there he is, just taking a warm, peanutty dump all over it.
Red Machine is leaking even more fluid, Monster. Just walking casually over, no less, much like a Terminator as he goes out to the explosion again. Hanma being suplexed out by the People's Patriots. The Dark Patriots thrown to the tubes. We got one Baron board I can see. Don't know about that one that's blocked by the camera.
You got to figure that board, if it has not already been destroyed, it is well on its way to doing so, because everybody in this ring is going to use every tool at their disposal to win tonight.
Hanma locking in a camel clutch on the Dark Patriot. He will make those ropes, though. Hanma should have drug him to the center of the rope right over the Stampede before locking that maneuver in.
Sometimes that combat frenzy just takes over, and all you can think of is digging your fingers into the flesh of another competitor and destroying them, and you don't have enough time to strategize, and perhaps that may count against Hanma tonight, but it might not. Who knows? As you can see, there is Dennis It's Cool Bradley in the front row tonight, holding up his trademark It's Cool sign. And as you can see, a little further up there, we have Donovan It's Cool Bradley, his twin brother.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we also have Butchwhacker Luke in the front row, and to his left or right, I believe that is Jeff the Dude Lebowski.
That is exactly who we are looking at here tonight, and that's the caliber of fan that likes to come out here to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. They will fly anywhere. They will fly all over the globe to see action like this. But guess what, viewer? You do not have to travel to see this kind of thing, because you can see it here on the Superstation.
The Machine's working over the Darker Patriot as the People's Patriot and the Dark Patriot working over Hanma. Each side is holding their own, surprisingly. 2-9, almost a retain.
A very, very evenly matched set of competitors tonight.
Ghostnola with the count, not enough. People's Patriot slamming the Blue Machine as now it's a 2-on-2 in the corner.
The hits keep on coming, and you can see that everyone here is trying their goddamnedest. The ring is soaked in blood. They're going to have to burn this thing. And is that going to be a 3 count? It is not going to be a 3 count.
Blue Machine back out to the explosion. Again, Monster has to be the second, third, maybe even fourth time tonight that's happened to the man. Or dare I say, the Machine.
Yes. If enough of that happens to him, sooner or later, he's going to engage in a critical malfunction. He's going to have to be rebooted.
Red Machine reversing a pile driver attempt by the People's Patriot. The Machine's double teaming the People's Patriot. Wonderful suplex.
I did see Hanma sticking a paperclip into Red Machine earlier. Not sure what that was about. And is that a 3 count? It is not a 3 count. What is this? No, it's not.
Ref Ghostnola had gone first over to the Dark Patriot. Perhaps we would have had a pin, as Hanma is now out on the boards, exploding, bleeding, struggling to get up.
He is looking the worst for wear. It is true.
It is not. Hanma pointing at his head. He knows something we don't know, Monster. What is it?
Oh, he knows that he is playing the mind game here. He is bringing those cerebral tactics into this environment. But is it going to be enough?
I think perhaps Hanma is trying to show the people that he cannot be killed by conventional means. I believe that's what he was signifying by pointing to his head after landing on the exploding barbed wire board.
That does check out. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Hanma picking up the People's Patriot, just kicks him in the back and knocks him to the mat. Hanma's down. Red Machine up. It's a suplex. Hanma thrown into the board. Thankfully, no tubes. You know, I think all of these competitors are very tired. We got boards up by Ref Ghostnola. I think we have some boards in the southern side of the ring. Dark Patriot's got a plank. Swing and a miss. Now he hits the Blue Machine. He's going after Hanma now. Hanma down in one. This is one tired Tomoaki Hanma. You know, normally that's not going to be enough, but hey, he's still got fight in him as he throws the Dark Patriot out to the explosion board.
I hope the front row is wearing, I actually can see that they are not. They should be wearing tarps like they're at a Gallagher show because flesh and blood is going to be flinging around.
I believe we saw the machine play there, Monster.
Oh,
Red Machine with the pin on the People's Patriot. They are defending this title with every last drop of blood and or hydraulic fluid in their bodies. I include Hanma in that hydraulic fluid possibility. We don't know what's in him.
It is completely possible that Hanma is actually a sort of Hall of Presidents style construct and not a person. We don't know. We respect his privacy too.
The Devil Windmill Suplex. All right, what the hell is that one? Oh, if we do a tournament, it'll let us pick that belt because there's also a landmine. And the Dark Page start. There's landmine. All right. Tournament name. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Look, just like Quantum Leap. All right. 16 feels doable, reasonable.
16 teams.
16 it's a single. It's for that singles landmine one. I could do 8.
So
8.
16 people would. Yeah, let's do 8.
Okay. All right, and oh, he's not auto default put in. Interesting. All right, we'll put him in. All right, so single, 3 count, unlimited time. Let's go. I don't know. What did you like better, barbed wire or the tubes?
Let's go with the tubes.
All right.
We'll blow up.
8 weapons, level 10. Rope break, on or off?
I would turn them on.
Okay.
It's Canadian rules.
You gotta have some rule in a match like this. All right, so we want the Dark Patriot. There we go. Patriot, Dark. There he is. Dark Patriot. So he has the belt. I feel like we gotta put him in. All right. Figure we put Darker Patriot in this other bracket. All right, People's Patriot. We're gonna put him in the first or second. What are you feeling?
I would put him in second.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we got to fill in here. All right. I think we can random select at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just listen. Aaron Stevens, we can do better. I think Michael Hayes is a good one. What do we got? Tights. Ooh, yeah. Love it. Chris Hero. Look at his attires. Yep, there we go. Classic Chris Hero. Love that. That's good. All right.
Yes.
Chaz is good. Fisto feels appropriate. I'm into this. I'm gonna see if we have like the wearing denim version of British. We don't. Oh, we have multiple costumes. Right. Do we have the denim? Yes, we do. Perfect. All right, I like this. This is good. Entry finished. I'll make sure to save it. Well, Master, we got quite an interesting match here tonight. The Leg Kick Memorial Landmine Deathmatch title is going to be defended in a tournament. Now, as you might notice, we do have a champion. That would be the Dark Patriot, who is in our first match of round 1, taking on Michael P.S. Hayes. Now, here is the interesting twist to the onion peel. Monster, if the Dark Patriot were to lose, purely hypothetical, to Michael Purely Sexy Hayes, he would no longer be the champion. Now, that does not mean that, hypothetically, Michael, Purely Sexy Hayes, will be the champion. Now, that would then mean that the title is now vacant, and the winner is whoever wins the overall tournament. Now, rounding out that tournament, we have, in the next round of action in round 1, we have the People's Patriot taking on good old Chris, not just a hero, but your hero, Chris Hero. The winner of that will take on the winner of Dark Patriot and Michael, Purely Sexy Hayes. Rounding out the second half of round 1, we got the Darker Patriot taking on, some might say, an underdog, but if you know anything about this grappler, I would say this is probably the odds-on favorite, the intergender trailblazer deathmatch pioneer, former CZW Cage of Death and Shimmer Wrestling champion, Lufisto. Going to be a close one to call. I'm putting my money on Lufisto. You know, I can't bet against that gal. And then the final match of the first round, taking on the winner of Darker Patriot and Lufisto, we have Chaz, son of Tug Taylor, taking on the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Now, Monster, what are you feeling about this first round of action?
You know, I think in this first round of action, we are going to see some veterans going at each other. And we are going to see some strategizing, the types of which you typically do not see in wrestling matches that are not of this caliber. But wrestling matches that are of this caliber, like the ones you're going to see here tonight, are going to have the thing I just talked about. So that's pretty good. But here's another thing that's pretty good. Michael P.S. Hayes, he's a guy. He wrestles. Dark Patriot seems to be a guy. Maybe he's using some kind of preternatural, otherworldly kind of enhancing thing, performance enhancing, whatever. Who can say? Oh, allegations persist. They do. They happen. But I just got to say that it's anyone's game once we're in there, because Michael P.S. Hayes is from Bad Street, I believe, and that's where he hails from. And Dark Patriot actually was born in the outer reaches of your mind, but when he was a kid, he moved to Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Indeed. Well, we'll open the betting for the audience tonight. Who is going to win this first round? Match 1, the Dark Patriot or Michael P.S. Hayes? You know, you can vote once, and if you've accrued some tuna points, hey, vote as much as you'd like. I'm not your dad. But you know who is effectively your dad in a match such as this tonight? Here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. That's right, good old Skipper Ghostnola.
It is absolutely true, Owens. And Skippy Ghostnola, don't get it wrong, fight fans. Ghostnola is not the fun dad. He is not the dad who always has sodas in the fridge that you can have one. No. He is a rules dad. He is a kind of dad who you got to have a bedtime.
Fun dad would certainly be Michael Purely Sexy Hayes. You know, he's got the Marshall amplifiers mini fridge in the basement. He's got his Jack Daniels in there. He's got his real cane sugar Coca-Colas. You know, he's even got a Mike's Hard for you to learn how to drink on. And, you know, you go out to the garage, he's not going to hide the girly mags. All those centerfolds are all pinned up all around the place.
That is true that Hayes is bringing that stepdad energy, but now he's bringing that falling into the barbed wire, right, RJ?
Hayes having some hard times getting up, and that's because you could see that barbed wire poked him on the chest and the back. Now, some people like to make fun of professional cyclists and swimmers, Monster, because, you know, they do shave and wax their body hair. Michael Hayes should have taken a page from their playbook, because you see that helps stave off infection. That is the silent killer in these types of matches. Infection from your own body hair, as we see the Dark Patriot locking in a rear chin lock.
And you got to figure that a competitor like Hayes with a body bush like that is going to be basically a petri dish.
Hayes answering that low blow with a rake to the eyes.
It is getting dirty here in the ring tonight, folks. And I got a feeling it's going to get a lot dirtier by the time it's over on the Superstation.
Dark Patriot going for a pin, hooking the leg and the head, only a 1. You know, good, technically sound ideas here. Ref Ghostnola, not a fast counting ref.
He's got good form for sure, but he has got to lay a little more punishment on a competitor like Hayes if he's hoping to cinch that 3 count tonight here in Calgary.
Hayes with that running bulldog. We've seen him break that out in matches in the past. As we see the Dark Patriot reverse the suplex.
Ooh. Running bulldog is a lethal maneuver, but when you answer it with something like a suplex, you got to figure you are looking at where the big boys are playing here in the ring tonight in Calgary.
Alberta, Canada. Dark Patriot
Canada.
Putting some fist to Hayes as he backdrops him. No, doesn't throw him out. Hayes got lucky there. You know, we saw in 6-man action. Dark Patriot loving to throw people out. Looked like Hayes was going for that bulldog. Reversed by the Patriot as he picks up a plank.
Oh!
Did you hear that wet squishing sound, Monster? You can see the blood on the mat.
Absolutely stomach turning, but you can see unfazed. Speaking of unfazed, Dark Patriot eating a whole bunch of fluorescent tubes, shrugging it off like it's nothing. The man is not human.
And yet we saw Hayes going and grabbing him by the back of the mask and just throwing his head right down that plank. And no, we see Dark Patriot picks it up again. Is he going to get some payback on Hayes? No. Hayes going back to the eyes. You know, if you can't fight, can't see, you can't fight there, Monster. Hayes the DDT on the plank.
That is true, and you got to figure once again the Dark Patriot's mask occluding his vision. He's just got to be seeing red, and I mean literally, not figuratively, although he very well could be seeing red figuratively as well because maybe he's angry.
I sure hope he would be angry with Hayes showing his disrespect for him and letting the ladies know why they call him purely sexy, swiveling those hips.
That is true, and that kind of raw sex appeal will shine through whether you're Michael P.S. Hayes, whether you're Doc Hendricks.
Hayes again.
Look at that.
Looking for some ladies tonight, showing them out. He is not afraid of an infection from whatever is growing in his chest. He's going to try and win this match. His kick's out at 2. Big fan
Does not successfully cinch it.
Haven't seen Hayes really use the plunder yet, but he is a fan of whipping the Dark Patriot onto the back as he eats a pile driver onto the plank. Dark Patriot 2 and no.
Not quite 3, but it's only a matter of time here, folks. You gotta figure.
There's that running bulldog from Hayes. I don't know if he left some blood or the Dark Patriot did. He gets a 2.
Once again, not a 3 count.
Hayes not afraid to take shortcuts. It doesn't matter if his opponent has hair or not. He'll find a way to just grab a hold of something and whip him back to the mat.
You know, Hayes needs to worry maybe a little more about that kind of showboating that he's doing right now. That does not win matches. It only gets you hurt.
Dark Patriot with a pile driver on that plank covering Hayes. You know, Hayes might look like he doesn't care, but it's been a long time since he has held singles gold. You might remember that classic series way back when with one Lex Luger where he captured the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship. Hasn't really held much singles gold since then, primarily known as a tag team specialist. So this would mean a lot for Purely Sexy.
Absolutely. Could raise his market value
and
or some such. Oh, dear.
That Freebirds Bulldog. He has knocked out the Dark Patriot. We are going to have a new champion tonight.
Yeah, he's not knocked out. He's not moving. I think he's dead.
They're going to send him back to the lab.
He is not breathing. He just killed a man. A man has died in this ring tonight, folks.
It's just a KO. It's just a KO.
He wasn't breathing. He was not even twitching. He was nothing. I saw his eyes starting to cloud up. There was Shane Stokes breathing just before. He's dead, folks. And you can only see human lives end inside a wrestling ring on the Superstation. This is the kind of programming that you're going to get.
Well, coming up, round 1, match 2, we got the Peak Rules Hatred taking on not just any hero, but your hero, Chris Hero. What do you know about these two grapplers, Monster?
Well, you know, I think the Patriot is going to have to get in that ring, and I'm sure he's probably feeling pretty cocky, what with his his newfound gold, but he's also going to have something counting against him, namely that his tag team partner did die tonight, but also the kind of cockiness that he's probably coming into this thing with tonight. That's exactly how you find yourself on the business end of a Hero sandwich. Chris Hero is an unstoppable monster when he gets dialed into his goals.
Well, Chris Hero,
like winning a match.
Chris Hero taking a bit of a hiatus off from professional wrestling, but he's been coming back this month, and let's see if he's got what it takes to swing by the Patriots, the People's Patriots tonight here in this tournament that's going to crown a new leg kick memorial landmine deathmatch heavyweight champion. People's Patriot, though, you know he's going to be out for a venturous partner, as you alluded to. Monster, let's send into the ring with good old Skippy Ghostnola.
Yeah.
Ref Ghostnola set us off. Chris Hero looking great in his time off, going back to the traditional garb of the tank top and long pants. People's Patriot, though, not having anything of this youngster's... well, you know, you can't even call him a youngster anymore. Chris Hero is certainly a veteran, but the People's Patriot, no slouch himself, and has no respect for anyone from America anymore.
That is true. The People's Patriot's heart has become hardened by his experiences. I guess I don't know if he saw some stuff when he was whatever it was that caused him to turn his back on the nation that he once loved. And you gotta wonder who's next.
Hero thrown to the ropes and big back body drop by the People's Patriot. People's Patriot's a bit of a slow starter, Monster. You know, we'll kind of tease the crowd with these technical maneuvers like the back body drop, that hip toss he just saw, and before he starts really, turning dark, as it were, showing us who he really works for.
That is true. The Patriot was a sound competitor even before he became turned on to the power of whatever dark magics have led him to do his whole thing there.
Yeah, you can see he likes to taunt America with that blue and star backdrop he has on the skull portion of his mask, but really, the red and that yellow gold, that's where he shows his true allegiance to communism.
100%. And he is just really I don't know, really rubbing it in kind of thing, rubbing it in to America.
Hero with a fake out, trying to throw him to the ropes as he's trying to fight off the mark. Comes back in with a clothesline. Hero looks like a Texas cloverleaf, shades of one. Man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko.
It does look like the old Diener kind of thing there.
The shooter, and the Iceman.
The shooter. Mm-hmm. The great Malenko. That
would be his father, Boris, but I can see how you'd make that mistake. Hero with a capture suplex of some sort, Monster. I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time, and neither has the People's Patriot, as he was a little woozy. However, got out of the way of that rolling elbow from Chris Hero. That could have finished this match.
That is true. It is maneuvers like these, folks, that you gotta tune in here to the Superstation if you want to see this kind of thing here.
Hero off the ropes, comes in, back body drop again. People's Patriot firing out after eating that Yakuza kick to the face.
And you do have to wonder, like, is there some kind of ties in with the Japanese organized crime unit known as the Yakuza, where they taught somebody this kick? It's hard to say.
Hero with a suplex. Oh my gosh. On the People's Patriot. Looked like he was going for a delayed vertical suplex and then decided to kind of throw him off his game and just shades of like a snap suplex of some sort. Both men out of breath. Hero looks like he's trying to figure out what can he possibly do to put this opponent away as we see a beautiful power slam from the People's Patriot.
That kind of just unadulterated, unstoppable force is sometimes what it takes to put a competitor away under circumstances like these, folks. It is a hard fight to win.
People's Patriot, there's that delayed suplex, Monster. Showing Hero how it's done. As he just eats a punch to the face.
That, I might even call it that veteran presence, perhaps. And
there's the salute mocking America from the People's Patriot. It's now we're going to see it. The Dragon Suplex, although he calls it Uncle Slam. But Chris Hero is a proud American and throws the People's Patriot out to the exploding mat.
He is standing up for the good old red, white, and blue here tonight in ways that I don't know that I expected exactly.
Fishman Buster getting 2-9, almost puts him away. Chris Hero is fighting for the hearts of every man, woman, child, and dog in America tonight. Cats, as we know, are Egyptian. They don't need our help.
Yeah.
Hero with, again, another just punch to the face. The People's Patriot cannot answer the big man's hopes. A rolling elbow to the back of the head. Monster, this has to be this. Rough can hold down 1, 2, and no!
Not quite. But if that won't do it, what on earth will?
The People's Patriot might walk out of this match the victor. He might walk out of it the loser. But you know what? He is going to have some CTE from that maneuver from Chris Hero. In the long run,
100%.
Chris Hero, he has won the war tonight. The war for America. But the battle rages on. I would also point
out, though, that there is a very good chance that he also may die.
True. The Patriot hitting the tubes. Hero pulling him out. Will we go for the pin? Jumping senton. No cover. Suplex from the Patriot.
You gotta figure you gotta be looking for that pin at a point like this. Otherwise, you run the risk of someone like Chris Hero finding that second win, like he just did, launching the People's Patriot into that barbed wire.
You know, you look at the men in this match and say what you will about Chris Hero. He's the only one not bleeding.
100%.
Ring presence.
Chris Hero is double tough for sure.
Well, you know, those Ohio boys are strong as he powers out of Uncle Slam. He's signifying something's coming for the People's Patriot. What's it going to be, Monster? It is that snapped vertical delayed suplex.
That modified suplex showing incredible power. And, we were mere millimeters away from chaos inside this ring. Ref Ghostnola has got to stay out of the way of these competitors. And as you can see here, it is not easy.
Chris Hero, a Yakuza kick to the back of the head. Surely this is it. 2 and 3.
That is it. Chris Hero putting away the Patriot, People's Patriot, here in the ring.
The People's Patriot kicking out right after the pinfall. He has fight left in him. Chris Hero has won the battle and the war tonight. Jumping front high kick. I gotta check my Eric Bischoff karate notes. I inaccurately called it a Yakuza kick. Jumping front high kick.
Nevertheless, a powerful martial arts maneuver, for sure.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, all right, a hot one now. So, Dark Patriot, our former champion, eliminated in the first match of round 1 by Michael Purely Sexy. His tag team partner, the People's Patriot, looking to defend his partner, was eliminated just now by Chris Hero. And now we see the last hope of the Patriots, the Darker Patriot, the newest one, the possibly, allegedly, powered by nuclear power, taken on that scrappy Canadian Lufisto. But I gotta say, I feel Lufisto's gonna pull this one out. Again, former Cage of Death champion, Shimmer Women's champion, held titles all over North America as well as Asia and Europe. Lufisto, as angry as the Darker Patriot's going to be, you know, I can't count her out, Monster.
It's absolutely true. You know, with a competitor like Lufisto, hopefully she will be able to stand up against the allegedly nuclear onslaught of the Darker Patriot.
Well, let's set up our poll for the audience, and we'll get ready to send this one to who else but good old referee Skippy Granola, as we like to, you know, keep things patriotic here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Good. Wonderful. All right, let's save, obviously. That was the thing I was forgetting to do. I was like, there's something I didn't do. Take us away, Skippy Granola. Fight. So again, Lufisto, something of a deathmatch expert, legend, experienced. I feel like we'll be seeing some weapons coming into play quickly here. Darker Patriot, might be having the early advantage, but I don't know how well that's going to fare for him once the plunder comes into play here, Monster.
100% correct, Owens. You can see here that the great equalizers are scattered all around the ring, and there is nothing quite so equal as a barbed wire bat.
Indeed, as Lufisto is, eating that body slam, but you don't go toe to toe with competitors like the Necro Butcher if you are not double tough and made out of wrought iron.
Absolutely. You can see that approach here is working out pretty okay for Lufisto. Yeah, she's taking her bumps, but she's giving them out.
They say that people like Jerry Lawler are a slow starter. Lufisto kind of similar. It's, kind of a rope-a-dope method, feeling out her opponent. We did see her get in that running drop kick to the seated Darker Patriot, see what is his pain threshold, How hard does this man hit? How hard can she hit him? Wonderful snapmare from Lufisto. She picks him up, misses an elbow just briefly. Snapmare again.
Finding where the limitations are like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
A clever girl indeed.
And it looks like there's a Jurassic beatdown happening in the ring right now, and Lufisto mostly getting the better of it, but as you can see, it takes it out of her.
Here's that Canadian Maple Leaf, shades of Lance Storm, also a native of Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
It really is a small world. I guess. I don't know. I guess it actually, it's a small world. And that is a brutal collision right there.
Well, the world is rather small, but also, there's something of a brotherhood, sisterhood amongst Canadian grapplers. Of Lufisto with a beautiful suplex on the Darker Patriot, sending him into that fluorescent tube. Darker Patriot off the ropes, just bulldozes Lufisto over.
That incredible velocity that he is able to build up from his alleged nuclear enhancements really paying off here.
Allegedly, some say it's fusion. Allegedly, some say it's fission. I don't know. I have a degree in broadcast journalism. Lufisto answering those kicks with some stiff forearms to the face. The Darker Patriot elbows out. Lufisto looks like a fisherman suplex. Interesting. Both competitors down. Darker Patriot up first, but Lufisto firing back again with those forearms. She will not be denied.
Everybody is wanting that belt tonight, and Lufisto is no exception, and as you can see, she is willing to put in the work to do what it takes to walk home with it.
Lufisto to the fluorescent tubes does not fail. That's not the first time this woman has had a fluorescent light tube broken over her face.
Sooner or later, you do kind of build up a tolerance to it.
Lufisto answers, throws the Darker Patriot into the tube, and then out on the explosion board. He is bleeding. That is not uranium, allegedly, folks.
Looking mighty rough tonight, but is it going to be enough? Is Lufisto going to be able to capitalize on the tremendous punishment?
As she throws him out again onto the explosion board, Monster. She is having none of this man. He did not take her serious. She will make him pay.
That is true, but he is looking to make the most of this brief lull in the beatdowns, and once again getting reversed. But is it? Yes, down he goes.
Beautiful forearm smash from Lufisto. The Darker Patriot reverses it and jumping double axe handle to the trapezius muscle. Darker Patriot, the darker Uncle Slam. But Lufisto is up first. Elbows out. Lufisto picks him up. Is she going to throw him out? No. Looked like the Emerald Flosion of sorts. Darker Patriot bleeding on the mat.
Modified, the Patriot Driver, I believe it's called.
Darker Patriot reverses the suplex. Lufisto tried to invigorate. She throws him off the ropes. Comes in and beautiful clothesline. Goes off one more time and a senton. Rough Granola wisely got out of the way. That Canadian.
She is bringing it tonight.
Lufisto off the ropes. Darker Patriot with a clothesline of his own. Darker Patriot running out of options. He's just throwing bombs to Lufisto again, trying to work over that arm. 10 minutes goes by, Monster.
10 minutes of absolute carnage, folks, and it is just going to keep going.
Lufisto with a body slam and a DDT showing the Darker Patriot that arm is just fine. You can't do nothing to me, sir.
That is also absolutely correct.
Lufisto, just one kick. You got to remember, Lufisto is been all over the world. You think she can't strike with the best of them? Look at the legs on this woman. I would not want to be hit with them, monster.
It is like getting hit by a pair of trucks, except the thing is, you might be able to reason with an oncoming truck better than you would with an attacker like Lufisto, and that is a 2 count and not quite 3, but you got to figure it's a matter of time now.
Lufisto, is this going to be? It's a burning hammer. Cover on the Darker Patriot. Not even hooking the leg. She knows it's got to be 3 and no, 2-9.
So close.
You know, Kenta Kobashi has only used the burning hammer, I believe it is 8 times, and all 8 times it's resulted in the pin. He's stealing the burning hammer. No, we can't have this
sheer disrespect of this man.
But Lufisto gets up. It looked like a muscle buster there, monster.
Just an unbelievable amount of resolve we are seeing right now.
Darker Patriot with a running slam. Lufisto picking him up with a body slam. What's going to happen here?
Looks like he's working that arm, using that psychology approach. Once again, those strikes. You see, when you're in a match like this, you'll do pretty much whatever you can think of to try to get that 3 count. It doesn't matter. There's no limitations inside that ring.
Darker Patriot with a slam of sorts to Lufisto. Both competitors up. Once again, looked like I wouldn't quite call that a running sidewalk slam. More of a light jog, monster.
More of a trotting sidewalk slam kind of thing.
Lufisto with that modified muscle buster suplex is dragging the Darker Patriot into the ring. Looks like a release German suplex, but those last light tube will not break. Lufisto again with that modified muscle buster suplex hybrid pull it. She has decided this man has not had enough. She's going to keep going after him. Hip toss to the Darker Patriot. Maybe Lufisto went to the well one too many times. And Darker Patriot salutes to the crowd. You know, you got a Canadian ref and a Canadian opponent. I don't know how much insulting America is going to affect them, but you know, both of these people believe in the rights of everyone. Lufisto with that Emerald Fusion, but cannot get up for the cover.
You know, you can see the punishment that is being dispensed here, and that is that going to be enough? Not quite. You can see the toll it has taken on everyone's body, and once again, that Emerald Fusion looking maneuver.
Only a 2. The Darker Patriot will not be put down. Lufisto, maybe it's time to break out that burning hammer again, but Darker Patriot once again working the arm.
And you can see here they're just splashing around in a pool of blood. It is getting messy as hell inside this ring, and Dark Patriot, or the Darker, this guy here, he is looking rough too.
The allegedly nuclear-powered Darker Patriot getting frustrated with Lufisto, just elbows her in the faces. Finally, Lufisto hits the explosion board and is bleeding.
Into the barbed wire she goes, and there is a quite good-sized puddle in the ring, or outside the ring right now. There's a good one inside the ring too, though. There's all kinds of blood.
Blood will not slow Lufisto down. I personally witnessed this woman take on ODB in a last woman standing match. She bled everywhere, and as we see, the blood only increases her rage and wrestling ability. She got the pinfall on the Darker Patriot.
That is true, and Lufisto is now standing tall, and she's going to get a chance to walk back to the locker room and regroup. Start to get even messier.
You know, Monster, Lufisto not only defended the honor of America, women, deathmatch wrestlers, Canada, but last and not least, Quebec, her home province. What can't this woman do? What can't she do?
Makes your heart swell, Makes your heart swell up.
You know what? And also,
love.
You know who's a fan of her fans? Lufisto. Lufisto, not big enough to get down on one knee and do a hard style photo with somebody with a $5 in their pocket that wants to buy a DVD. Lufisto, sweetheart.
Amazing.
Allegedly. Hey, leg kick. You're just in time. It's the old leg kick Memorial Landmine Deathmatch Championship. The Dark Patriot just got his clock cleaned by Mr. Michael Purely Sexy Hayes in the first round. So now we're gonna have a new champion. It could be we got Hayes and Hero in round 2, and Lufisto against our next match coming up, Monster. We got the teen heartthrob, the ladies love, the old Global Wrestling Federation Chaz taking on former tag team champion, striking out on his own, made a bit of a name for himself. Former Intercontinental Champion, former European Champion, former Hardcore Champion, former Tag Team Champion, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Who you got in this match, Monster? Now, remember, Chaz only held the Global Light Heavyweight Championship.
That is true. I gotta kind of give it to the British Bulldog in this one, just because he has a greater spread of experience, and hopefully that veteran presence will serve him very well inside of the death match tonight. Well,
as we get ready to throw this one down to good old referee Skippy Granola. Thank you, WWE 2K guy, for following. Calgary, Alberta, Canada is no shortage of hot action tonight. Don't forget to save. I didn't save earlier, and I lost everything. We're making sure we save. Yeah. It was bad. We beefed it. No, it wasn't good. But you know what is good?
It's terrible.
He's your dad. Good old referee Skippy Granola.
It's true. It is absolutely correct that within the bounds of this ring here tonight, referee Skippy Granola is legally responsible for everyone inside this ring, including the British Bulldog.
He's going to get you to school. He's going to get you to prom. He's going to put you to bed. He's going to make sure you get dinner. He's not going to let you go into Cool Daddy Michael's Marshall Amplifiers mini fridge where he keeps the Jack Daniels for some reason. I don't know why somebody would put whiskey in a freezer. Surely, Monster, you don't know anybody that's ever done that by accident, but
I'm sure I don't.
No, referee going to call the action here, right down the middle. Chaz looking a little thin in the midsection compared to Davey, but, that agility, is clearly what he's been training for tonight as he sends Davey to the ropes. Chaz with a beautiful dropkick. Davey, though, just shrugs it off as he eats a tube and is busted wide open.
Bleeding, but he doesn't even seem to notice. Barely phases him. He gets launched into those tubes and just turns around like it's nothing.
Chaz taking an interesting approach to wrestle this match. A little technical. We've seen people make this mistake before, Monster. You really just got to go for the blood. When we had our six-man death match earlier, Sting was a little confused, showing off the strength, doing those military presses, but hesitated to complete the military press by throwing his opponent over the top rope onto the exploding barbed wire landmines. But once we saw the switch flip and the Stinger turn to the dark side, victory occurred. Chaz has to do the same.
It's true. It's true.
We see Davey Boy thrown to the barbed wire. It's like the boy could read my mind.
Perhaps this is indeed the birth of Dark Chaz tonight in the ring here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Be still my heart, Dark Chaz is coming in hot. Perhaps we have seen the fourth man to the Dark Patriot team.
Perhaps indeed. And as you can see, Dark Chaz with that enziguri. Still not quite able to break through the iron defense of the British Bulldog. Yeah, he's landing some maneuvers, but you got to ask yourself, is it making a difference? Is any of this making a difference?
Monster have been passed a note by our intern leg kick. Has Chaz been irradiated? Well, as we know, it is only allegedly that the Darker Patriot has been irradiated. They are quite litigious in Soviet Russia. I do not know how they can sue. It's quite complicated as the Monster and I are Americans, even though we work in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
But we just really want to avoid any lawsuits here on the Superstation. But allegedly, yes, the Darker Patriot is irradiated. I cannot confirm that Chaz was in their locker room, but apparently something about a duffel bag full of rubles occurred. Davey Boy with a pile driver on Darker Chaz in the corner onto that kendo stick. Interesting choice. Most people will do a pile driver onto a chair, a table, a broken table, the ring steps, but I suppose the kendo stick works as Chaz gets a 1 count.
It is true, but you know the unorthodox offense of the British Bulldog is a feature of the kind of thing that he brings here in the ring. But is it going to be enough to overcome the potentially irradiated offense of the newly born Dark Chaz?
Well, you know, Dark Chaz, he's got to work on his maneuvers. We saw him going for a crossbody moments ago on Davey Boy, only to just kind of be pushed off. You know, Davey Boy, though once a lightweight himself, has put on a considerable amount of mass, and moves like that really aren't going to faze me. Although Chaz locks in the Boston Crab, shades of Rick the Model Martel. Will this do it?
You know, and as I'm sure any wrestler, anyone who's been in that ring can tell you, you can bulk up all you want, but there is nothing you can do about your tendons, folks.
2-9, Chaz. The running splash, I believe that is referred to as the patriotic splash now, the patriotism of the nation. He has not specified which nation, true. But I believe we can safely assume that nation is Mother Russia.
You know, it is the only reasonable conclusion a person could make.
Chaz, bloody, battered, trying to squeak one out for the motherland. Davey Boy, the running bulldog. How ironic. The bulldog hits a bulldog.
It is like rain on your wedding day in here, but the rain is blood, and you're getting married to barbed wire, folks.
Oh, sweet lady barbed wire. Kiss me with your thorny good lips. Chaz with a punch to the breadbasket on the bulldog, and a running bulldog on the bulldog. Remember, here in Canada, there are rules. You can break with the rope in a pin, so that is why we are seeing our competitors pulling their opponents away from the ropes rather than going for the pin. Yes, this is an exploding barbed wire landmine deathmatch. You gotta have some rules, people.
You gotta have them. These are Canadian rules. The Honorable Judge Skippy Granola presiding.
Gotta double down. Ref Granola will not count them out. He has decided we need a winner. Bulldog with a pile driver. Just missing that kendo stick.
One way or another, by hook or by crook or by 3 count or by ventricular fibrillation, there is going to be a winner and a loser tonight.
Chaz fighting dirty with those closed fists. Bulldog not liking it, just knees him in the gut. That wonderful leaping leg drop. But Chaz counters with that swinging neck breaker, dragging the Bulldog to the middle of the ring. Can he capitalize?
Actually, wait, I just remembered. There are landmines, so I guess one of the other possible options for the way this could end is that they both could die.
Chaz with that elbow looked like he was getting awfully close to the Bulldog's nose. You gotta respect your opponent on some level here, Monster. You know, after all, they're just a guy. Beautiful delayed suplex by the Bulldog here. They're just a guy trying to make a living. You know, they got families. You don't want to break a man's nose. That's just unsportsmanlike by Dark Chaz.
There's a saying that we like to say to each other in the locker room, and it is mercy does not win championships.
Dark Chaz hooking the leg. Bulldog out.
Dark Chaz knows that the only way he's coming out of this thing alive is if he takes the Cobra Kai approach. Mercy does not exist in this dojo.
Strike hard, strike fast, Dark Chaz. Dark Chaz all throws with that float over DDT on the Bulldog. Hooks the leg, both arms. No, Davey still very, very much in this match.
Impressive athleticism, but it is not dishing out the kinds of punishment you need to keep a competitor like Davey Boy down.
Beautiful delayed suplex by the Bulldog, one of his patented maneuvers. I've seen him hold men as big as the Warlord up for nearly a minute, Monster.
That is insane, but I believe it.
Chaz surprisingly powering out against Davey Boy Smith. I hadn't have seen it. I wouldn't have believed it as Davey Boy counters with the belly to belly, but Chaz is up first.
You typically don't see a competitor like Chaz relying on his muscles, but you do have to wonder if his recent consortions with the Patriots triad has somehow influenced what's going on here in the ring tonight.
His unholy alleged pact with radium has addled his brain, Monster. He's thrown Davey Boy out multiple times. He is hulking up to the crowd with rage. He's shrugging off maneuvers from Davey Boy that would cripple a normal man. What is coursing through the veins of Dark Chaz?
You know, I think that in Dark Chaz versus Davey, we have a real David versus Goliath kind of situation going on. And I bet you anything that he sure does wish he had a slingshot right about now.
Well, he's got all sorts of plunder in the ring, Monster. I'm sure he can improvise something. Perhaps he can use that light tube as a javelin. As he hits a wonderful swinging neck breaker on Davey Boy Smith, picking him up. That beautiful dropkick. This time, Davey Boy doesn't shrug it off, but he is up quick and is out for blood against Chaz. No! Looks like they both knocked heads. Rough Ghostnola will not count them out. We must have a winner.
That is true. As long as one of these men has a pulse, there is going to be a winner tonight. For a second there, it looked like that winner could have been Davey Boy Smith, but you can see here that Dark Chaz is not ready to be counted out just yet.
Davey Boy, here's that military press we were talking about Sting doing earlier, but much like Sting, didn't walk his man to the ropes, did not throw him over. We need to see that killer instinct.
That is 100% true, Owens. We are seeing a little bit more of it here, but is it going to be enough?
Yes, as Chaz drops the big man with that drop kick. You know, I thought he was making a mistake going for chops instead of the closed fist, but it clearly threw Davey Boy off his game. Chaz, suplex denied. Davey Boy answers in kind.
Trading one suplex for another here.
Just about to enter our 20th minute. Chaz with Davey Boy in the front, face lock, elbows him to the back, picks him up. Chaz going around front. Are we going to see that suplex finally? Yes, we are.
Chaz is going to be wondering, can it ever possibly be enough? What is it going to take to put this guy away? Whatever it is, he hasn't done it yet.
Well, no matter what it's going to take, Monster, we have all night. There are no time limits in these matches. We have to have a winner in every match. We have to have a new champion crowned. Remember, Dark Patriot eliminated in the first round against Michael Purely Sexy Hayes. We then saw his partner, the People's Patriot, knocked out of this competition by Chris Hero. We then saw the final member of the Patriot stable, the Darker Patriot, eliminated by Lufisto. And we thought as Davey Boy hulks up to the crowd, we thought the Patriots were completely eliminated, but we found out no. Dark Chaz, the fourth man. The Patriots still have some hope. It's that beautiful float over DDT on Davey Boy. Will this be enough to keep the Patriots' dream alive, Monster?
We can see here that the machinations of the Patriot and his terrifying squad are just completely in effect here tonight.
Chaz with the back body drop on Davey. Hitting him
Once
with it.
Again, Chaz throwing the kitchen sink at him.
Could not tell if that was a bulldog or a ace crusher maneuver of some sort, Monster, but you know what? It put the big man down. That's what matters. Davey with that running bulldog onto the kendo stick. This might be it for Chaz. Follows up with a leg drop. Davey Boy just pops him one in the teeth, you know. Something of a Glasgow kiss of sorts, you know, for the youngster.
It's the simple approach, but boy, does it work sometimes.
When it gets results, it gets results. Fireman's carry takeover. Davey Boy just looking at this youngster. He's smaller than him. He's bleeding. Chaz throws him to the outside. Davey Boy surely has no idea how this kid's still in it. Perhaps he doesn't know of the alleged irradiation Dark Chaz has gone through as he hits that beautiful swinging neckbreaker, pulling Davey towards the middle of the ring. Will this be it?
You know, I gotta say that irradiation is the only scientific explanation I can think of for the performance I'm seeing from Chaz here tonight.
Chaz cannot capitalize on the enziguri. Davey pulling the lifeless body over.
agitating those free radicals, that's only going to get you so far. You're going to have to wrestle the rest of the way there, and it is yet to be seen if Chaz can deliver on that.
Chaz tends to go with that modified Ace Crusher. Doesn't go for the cover, though. Davey Boy throws him to the ropes. Big back body drop. Picks up the youngster. Davey Boy with a drop kick on Chaz.
That's going to feel like that scene in Final Destination with all the logs coming at you.
Davey Boy telling Davey Boy telling Chaz to bring it on, and Chaz unable to answer. Davey Boy gets powered out by Dark Chaz. He must be having those free radicals floating. Chaz, though, hits the tube. Is it a short-lived comeback? And there's that Glasgow kiss. Davey Boy resorting to his thuggish, youthful roots. He hits the suplex. Chaz hits the explosion board.
For me, it's a miracle that either of these two men are still standing.
Chaz going back to the swinging neck breaker. It's brought him so much luck tonight, keeping Davey Boy down. There's a big hip toss. Davey Boy's not moving, just dragging dead weight. Chaz throws him into the board. Punch and chop exchange. Will Chaz be able to get a drop kick off again? No! Davey Boy with the drop kick.
Once again, those mighty kicks he's doing there.
Davey Boy with a big vertical suplex. I would like to remind those watching at home that knockouts are in effect, as we did see in the first round when Michael Purely Sexy Hayes literally killed the Dark Patriot with a DDT. As Ghostnola is down.
He's down, and that means chaos reigns in Calgary, Alberta, Canada for at least the next 15 or 20 seconds or so.
Ghostnola is down. He is bleeding, and he is not happy as Chaz hits what looked like another Enziguri. Kind of hard to see.
It's very difficult to tell for sure.
Chaz is hunched over. A beautiful Hurricane Rana.
Fantastic maneuver we're seeing there. That swinging neck breaker again. If it works, go with it. That is the law of the jungle here in Calgary tonight.
30 minutes in, and Davey Boy hits an Enziguri of his own. He's too tired to capitalize. Here we go. Picks up Chaz. Chaz circling around. Davey Boy, will this put him away? That pile driver. Picking
Still not going for that pin.
Chaz body slamming the Bulldog.
That's going to be something they're going to regret.
Swing a neck breaker. Chaz, no cover. Hits an elbow, no cover. Picks him up. Chaz off to the... Oh, it's the tubes.
It is brutal in this ring.
Davey Boy, what's he... Going for the submission. That's it. Ghostnola calls it. Dark Chaz made a pact with the devil, that is to say, Soviet Russia, but it wasn't enough to get by the Queen Zone, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
That is right, Owens. A very hard-fought match for sure.
As you can see, we do operate under provincial rules, although Davey Boy is a British citizen. That is legally have to be referred to as the Canadian backbreaker tonight.
I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache, so I was going to drop out. But also, we can save.
I was going to say, I saved it. We can totally. Yeah, we did 2 hours. We can come back this next time. This was. Let's. Okay. All right. Stop. I've saved it. I'm going to save it again. Before we stop, I made a note. We need to make Dark Chaz. Dark Chaz is the last thing we do. Because we can't forget Dark Chaz. This is too. Yeah, I saved. This is too.
History.
Too good of a dumb thing.
Yeah, history has been made tonight. Dark Chaz is.
I think I want to create a new edit. Model wrestler, yeah. Global. There's Chaz. All right, name and profile. I think I can just call him Darker Chaz. Yeah, Dark Chaz.
Dark Chaz. Dark Chaz.
Junior, male, American. Yeah, it's fine. Return to menu. All right. Wrestler appearance. All right. You just want to change his tights, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's it. All right. Waste? Yeah. Alright, so he is... I guess then we'll go red and yellow instead of blue and white?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then that's... I think that's its own thing. Alright, upper arm. So this... Yeah, we want... Okay. Red. We want like a gold. Yep. Okay, I like that. 255 or whatever. We'll ballpark it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Red. It's kind of looking like Kerry Von Erich. Just putting that out there. We might need to rethink. I'm going to put him in. We might need to rethink. As this, yeah, thigh. Or like Tom McGee.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do something. Maybe darken his knee support. Oh, I didn't hit those. If that's the problem. Can I not change? Okay, there it is. There we go. Okay. Thigh. Is like calf is the other one. Okay. Shoes. Okay. Ah, beautiful. We can make this. Okay. That's laces. That can be something. Beats. It's 255. Alright, change his hair maybe. Yeah, leg kick. I think we... Oh, okay. So he's irradiated.
Can you change his hair to like... Yeah, can you change his hair to green?
I can.
Would be my question.
We can absolutely... Oh, we have so much hair to change. Alright, so we gotta pick a... Let's pick a nice green.
Yes.
That's a little too... Let's... That
Yeah.
feels pretty Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Let's make that 0. All right, 52, 150. I like that. $150. Reversed him. 52. Okay. Yeah. Freaking contemplated. You know, if it works, it works. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. You're worth it. Dark chats. I feel like we should add something else. Maybe like the Bobby Heenan single arm strap. Chaston Planet. What do you think? Like the Heenan single strappy?
Yeah.
On his body? Alright. Chest. Alright. Could do the dual, we can do the single. That this looks like the Rick Martel, like we're gonna make his I wanna kinda go with this. Let's
Okay, yeah.
Let's see where this goes.
He's irradiated now. So.
Yeah. So should it be green?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we get the same color as his hair.
Yes.
Is that the... No. It's 50, 152. That's right. This is good. This is fine. Everything's fine. Has to be. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we could do like the Bam Bam Bigelow flames. This is irradiated flames. Oh, I need this. Let's change the color a bit. Yeah, that's good. I like that. What else we got? It's something for his tie. Doing a radiated upside down cross.
Hey, he sold his soul.
Oh, here we go on the back. This, yes,
Yeah.
the chest protector
Yes.
back piece thing. Okay, all right. So hang on. Let me. I think we get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that. All right. 50. 152. Zeto. Okay, and then this one, let's find a color. Yeah, I think like that later one. Yep, chest.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got his nuclear flame on his chest. We get this catcher's back piece. Let's see if there's anything else like on the back to connect that to his tights. And I feel like this is indeed Dark Chaz, our newest member.
Yeah. Of the quadrivirate.
Oh my gosh, yes. Chest. Sorry, maybe I want to look at waist. Oh, hey, we could break up his tie. Okay, beautiful. I think this is a good one too. Wasn't even thinking about this, but let's break the tights up. Let's do that. Yeah, that looks good. He's powered by mustard and nuclear energy. Dark chest. I'm into that. There we go. I think it's good. Maybe
Yeah.
Hang on. One glove.
Yes.
Alright, can I do like we can do one glove. I know we can. Art preview. Yeah, just one glove. How does one hand? Forget it. He's good. He's beautiful. This is our boy, Dark Chaz.
He's perfect.
Yeah, he's great. Let's look at his logic. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I wanted, the whatchamacall, like no mercy, just blood gets angry. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Skill. Okay, here we go. Charisma. I feel like that Dark Chaz has a lot more charisma than normal Chaz. Great value atom bomb. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what we made like kick. All right, but he's S rank charisma, right? Has to be, right?
Yeah.
A special skill, whatever. Recovery when bleeding. Okay, so maybe this is what we do for them. They get when they're bleeding. Oh baby. Let's pick. Okay, so when Dark Chaz is bleeding, does he recover? Does he breathe better, or does he just go into rage mode? Spirit.
I feel like the atomic power makes him rage. Probably.
All right. Strong as hell.
The red mist rises.
Favorite. Oh, okay. Let's give him a weapon. What do we want?
Probably the light tube.
Sure.
Because it's fluorescent like him. It glows.
Very good. Very good. I love it.
Yeah.
I know it's not the American males, but every time the voice American males, like American males. All right. We got
American males. American males. American males. American males.
But that's the global one. There it is. All right. And let's also, since it's on my mind, let's load Darker Patriot. Let's give this boy a weapon. And then we can call it. All right. Oh, we give him chair. All right. So same thing. Let's just, give him his due. Really. All right. That's good. Overwrite. We shortchanged the Darker Patriot. How silly of us.
Yeah.
Well, geez, I've been Ron Owens, and you've been the famous monster. Thanks for checking out. I mean, is there a special skill called the Blood that gives a boost when bloody? Nah, just the various ones like Kick. Yeah, let's try and do this weekly, I guess. We'll have more fun getting this done, and I need things to do. I need hobbies. I play a lot of Dark Souls. Everybody's on my ass because I got like almost 1,000 hours combined in all the various Dark Souls. I guess I could play more Fire Pro, by which I mean letting the computer play and I just pretend I'm Tony Schiavone.
It's true.
It's fun. I have spent 2 hours on a Saturday far worse. You've been there for some of them.
It's
true. You've been privy to some of my life choices.
Yeah.
Some were good.
This is it's better now.
I'm gonna say you hold the interesting place in my peer group where you have been at the best and worst choices I have made as a human.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me try and host us out to somebody, and then we'll see all y'all lovely people. I don't know, maybe next week. Who can say?
Yeah, we'll catch up with you here on the Superstation.
We do
Take care
things.
And drive safe, folks.
We do stuff. Right. We do things. Monster's out of here. Let me find somebody we can raid to, because hosting's not a thing anymore. Ridiculous. Yes. All right. Who we got?
Until next time. Peace.
Later, taters. All right. Voice a dog. Playing the Chnayo. Why not? VOD's all right. Tell him you love tuna. Tell him you can't get enough of tuna. He won't know what we're talking about. Later!